Hi, my name is Jenna Lucarello, and I'm outside Aunt Mary's Doghouse Rescue in Warren County, New Jersey. We drove out here to meet the president and founder, Mary Cody, and she will be telling us about the beautiful animals she rescues here. Let's go find out more.
Aunt Mary's Doghouse is a rescue organization, and it was founded to help overcrowded shelters that have to put animals to sleep for lack of homes. A rescue is an organization made up of volunteers. Almost always they're unsalaried, they don't get paid for the work they do. It's a work from the heart and it's a work of passion. A shelter is typically a brick and mortar type of building that you'll find in a municipality, usually in the most remote part of the town where people aren't disturbed by the barking, and the people that are there are employees. They can of course have a volunteer rescue staff that comes in to walk dogs, but principally the people are going to be salaried employees. Aunt Mary started actually fostering dogs 20 years ago, and we didn't have our own organization at that time. We simply found a dog that had been abandoned on the side of the road at the Garden State Parkway, and we wanted to do the right thing to help an animal in distress. So I stopped and I picked up the animal, I put it in my car, and we didn't know where to go from that point because we didn't know about rescues then because there weren't too many of them yet. So we did find a woman who was doing rescue work, and she helped us find a home for the dog, and then we just really got so involved with volunteering, fostering animals, taking them to the parks on the weekends, to public events, to Petco's, PetSmarts, wherever we could find somebody to host a pet adoption. And we did that for several years, and then we branched out on our own. The core of our mission is to help animals in overcrowded shelters, help animals that are maybe strays in the neighborhood that get dumped, help people that maybe have become sick or are having a family crisis, could be economic times or whatever, and you want to help people in the community maybe with getting some food or veterinary care, or people that become terminally ill and they want to place their animals. So the main focus is helping animals and people, and we also do humane education to teach young children how to care for animals and why caring for animals is important.
Hi, I'm outside Aunt Mary's Doghouse Rescue with someone else who works here. What's your name?
My name is Paul. I'm in charge of whatever needs to be done. I do a lot of the training, clean up after the dogs, take them for a walk, pick up new dogs, transport dogs to new homes.
How does it feel working with all these beautiful animals?
I've been really lucky because Mary is the most remarkable person I've ever met when it comes to picking great dogs and matching those dogs with perfect homes, whether it's with a single person, a family, whatever. So I've got life pretty easy that way. Like any other situation, kids, dogs, cats, whatever, most of the time it's a great time, and every once in a while you look at them like, what planet did you come from and how do I get this under control again? But they're great, and especially when you get dogs like Osha and Franny. They were emaciated, they were covered in mange, they were undernourished, just a wreck, and had no chance. And then to see how beautiful they are and to know that they're going to get great homes, that's what rescue's all about.
Thank you very much.
Every rescue is going to have a different process. Our process, because we are a network of foster homes, and so a dog can be in any town where we happen to have a foster home. So our process is to understand what type of dog fits into each foster home. Some people might only want to do puppies. Other people might live in an apartment where they can just have small dogs under a certain size. Some older people may want dogs that are senior dogs so that there's not as long a commitment to the dog. And others may want, maybe thinking of adopting a dog and they're not really sure yet what kind of dog they want, so they want to try different kinds of dogs and see if one really sticks and they can make it a member of their family. So my typical day would be wrangling dogs, making sure that everybody gets along, a lot of cleaning, a lot of cleanup. You know, today the pool had to be refreshed. Everything needs to be disinfected. We have a dedicated dog room, so there's laundry to be done. There's feeding twice a day. There's dog bowls to be washed. I made chicken stew for them today, which takes several hours because some of these dogs really have had poor nutrition, and you've got to get them healthy again and their coat shining, and they might have special needs. So I cook for them. And then I had to go take pictures of some dogs today that we're going to be taking into our rescue. And then I had to write a bio about them, get them posted up on our website. And then we make all the callbacks because people see these animals and they call about them. So we have to interview people on the phone. And then tomorrow they might come and see the dogs. So I'll have to devote a segment of my day to helping, you know, them pick out a dog or meet and greet the dog. They might bring a pet that they have, and we have to go for a walk and see if it's going to be a good match or not. So those are just a few of the things that we do, but it is very labor intensive when you have multiple dogs. Let's just fast forward to what happens when the dogs arrive here. I go online like you would go online, typically to petfinder.com, because that's the national network for showcasing all of these shelters and rescues that are out there in the United States. And I'll look at pictures of dogs and I'll develop a rapport with specific shelters. And then we will work together, and I'll pick dogs, bring them in here. Because I have the time to devote to the dogs, I don't really care too much about what their history is. To me, their history is the one that we make the day they come here and I take over. Because dogs live in the moment. They're very happy and they're very joyful. They may have had a rough past, but they're willing to move on. It would be hard to really pinpoint just one success story, because I feel that anytime we make an adoption and it works, that's a success story. And on our website, AuntMarysDoghouse.com, we have a series of success stories on there. One particularly good success story we have was with a dog named Dixie. It was a family that was looking for a puppy, and they found us on PetFinder. They came and they met the puppies that we had, and this puppy, Dixie, just identified herself as being the one that wanted to join their family. And their daughter, Emma Jackson, wrote a story about it called A Home for Dixie. So I'd have to say this was one really special adoption for us because we got a book out of it. It can be very difficult to let the animal go because you really have to trust that the person taking this dog is going to be true to their word, that they're going to give this dog a great home, and that they are going to be able to honor the commitment to this dog for the lifetime of the dog. I love when the dog jumps in the car with the people and never looks back at me. It can just like move on and say, hey, this is really great. Nice knowing you, but these people are really cool. I like these kids, you know, and that's all good. So we run this more like an adoption agency where you'll find us on Facebook and PetFinder. Maybe you've adopted from us before and the pet that you adopted is probably passed on by this time and you're looking for another dog now. My motto is you can never be wrong doing the right thing for an animal. It's not always convenient and you don't always have all the answers, but if you see a stray dog out there or you see a dog in a neglectful situation, get involved in some way. And this is just my way of being of service to people and animals.